Guys, what up? It's been a long time. Welcome back. We are on the WoW Hardcore Classic Anniversary servers, and this is my warrior. So I know this is the first video even on this server, much less how long I've been playing. I've been playing on here since pretty much it dropped. So I've got all kinds of characters, all kinds of things going on. But right now I'm just going to jump into, I've got a level 26 warrior. And a couple of things on the screen is going to be hardcore deaths. You guys can see people that actively are dying and losing their characters. And then I'm just testing this. You guys can see the loot that I get. But you guys can kind of see 26 warrior. You guys can see my talents real quick. 13 in arms. It might be wrong. I'm not sure. 3-point rend, 3-point deep wounds, 2 to deflection, improved charge, and then I've been slowly putting 5 points into cruelty just for crit. Then I'll continue working into arms. You guys can see we've got some decent gear. You guys can pause if you want, seeing what I'm rocking. But what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna go grind a little bit. So I know we're just gonna be chilling, doing some just playing a little bit of the warrior, kind of documenting some of this and just chilling. So get the map, do some turn-ins, and just play a little bit, show you guys the warrior. And I've got, let's see what this is, 28. Maybe I'm not sure. Maybe I can from now on I'll record the warrior and just see if people enjoy that or not. What are these? Strength. Oh, well, those are decent. But yeah, we're gonna head over to finish up these Cendarites. And then there is a lead over here, but I'm not sure if we're gonna do that. But with I've got my chrono here with world buffs, so we've got 2 hours of rally. It shouldn't take us too long to hit 27. You guys can see my experience bar at the bottom, and we're just gonna be grinding on some mobs. And some of this, I mean, I'm gonna have to. I haven't played the warrior in a few days, so it's gonna be. I mean, I kind of I cleaned up my UI a little bit, moved things around. I'm not sure if it's gonna stay this way, but I'm always moving stuff and trying new things with the UI. So we'll see if I like this. Hopefully, don't die while messing around with stuff. But these guys down here are exactly my age, 25, 26, 20. The ones on the north over here, like 23 and 24. As you get to the south, they're like 27, 28. So we'll see. But right now, when we break our chrono, we'll get our world buffs, and then I have a couple of things that I like to use. We're kind of loaded up. I've been playing the server for, like I said, pretty much since it launched, and I have a 60 hunter, a 40 hunter, a bunch of pretty much every class, at least in the teens, if not. Like this guy's 26. But so we're going to chill right here. So we actually got a guy out here doing this. But that's okay. If we really need to, we can layer swap. But most of the time, it's not a bad thing having people around you, just in case you get into have an issue. We're going to go like this. So maybe I go like this. We'll go to options. And we'll go to our audio. We'll turn up this sound just a little bit. Maybe you guys can hear what's going on in the game. Let's go, and then we'll go like this. Got a 30 priest, huh? Interesting. We're going to pop our chrono. 2-hour rally buff, and like just a barely any rend left, and then we're gonna do major troll's blood, and then we'll do defense. And maybe, oh, we did. Oh, I did. I got to put it on my bar. I bought strength. So we'll do those three. And we'll start just rattling off. Like the things, the only thing, like I said, the only thing I got left out here is the elementals, the fire elementals out here. But we should be able to just I mean, I was out here a few days ago at 25, I'll be out here at 26 doing this, so shouldn't have any problems. Just got to kind of pay attention. What's going on? I got to put my... Fortunately, for you guys, my guy does look small, but on my screen, I have a huge monitor. So I'm going to try to find a kind of a balance for you guys with... being able to... for me to feel comfortable, because I like being able to see things that spawn in around us, and it can get pretty, respawns can get a little crazy in here. I'm gonna try to get comfortable here. Like I said, I haven't been on the warrior in a few days, so we don't want to lose our guy. Yeah, just chilling, man. Like, this is what I do is I don't use rested XP. I just kind of like doing some quests around the zone, but I like to grind. I like to grind mobs. I like to know what level the mobs are in the zone, and then just chill and grind on them for a while. And most of the time, I just like seeing what they drop. So we do need to kill... That has 20. We can find lower level ones over here. So I'm just going to stay in here. But then maybe after we clear a couple of these, I'll head north. And you guys can see on the screen in red just people that are dying. And when I'm not trying to focus, I like checking out and seeing what if any 60s or 50s died and what they died to and all that good stuff. So kind of maybe I just walked a little bit too far south. I think he's level 23, but we'll still grind on him for sure. So I do like to open up, especially on a warrior with hamstring. Like with beasts, you don't have to. You don't typically have to do that. They don't run, but humanoids do. Most humanoids, they either have a net, like after like 25, 30, they start netting, or they start. They'll run. Or both. So you just got to be kind of careful of that. Like I said, I like to start with hamstring. I like to put a couple bleeds on it, because if they do somehow get away from me, or I can't manage 2 or 3 mobs, and I don't want to turn my back to a mob, hopefully the bleed will finish it off. When there's a 60 that just died right there. In Blackrock Spire. Unfortunate. But yeah, we'll go up here and just see. I'm just making sure I can get this quest done as I'm kind of babbling here. But we could, I mean, I could head up this way and start. There's a bunch of quests in the north. Maybe we can do that. Just trying to test this and see how. Maybe I'll do these in a half hour or an hour long parts. There's a hunter here. But if you guys don't know, you haven't played Classic for a while or WoW for a while, you can layer swap. So the way that Blizzard has accomplished being able to pack so many people on one server is they in this zone, like for example, like if I hit my map and go to the Barrens, you guys can look. Right now there's 5 layers. So there's 5 versions of this zone right now. So I'm on layer 4, you guys can see right here. So if I'm like, hey, I want to layer swap, I find somebody that can invite me and to their layer, and like they can change me to layer 5 or change me to layer 3. So like if I really wanted to, and I wasn't able to, there's just a ton of people out here right now. I could just swap layers and head somewhere else. Yeah, I was just checking up here. There's a couple of spots that those elementals can be up here, but usually, and I'm just trying to accomplish 2 things at once. But most of the time, especially when my rally buff is running, I just like to sit in one spot. Don't move. Just be extremely efficient at what you're killing over and over and over and over and over again. Because when you run around and doing quests, all that time when you're running, it's not efficient at all. So hopefully I can get into kind of a zone here. Not really. It's probably, I don't know how long it's been since I've recorded. There's a shoulder chain. Look at that. Male shoulders with defense on them. Huh. It's probably been at least 6 months since I recorded. So just trying to get comfortable. These are the guys that we want right here. Immune? Immune to what? So I do also with, so since I got you, we got heavy silk bandages. We got our swiftness pots right in front of our face. We got healing pots. We got free action potions. So if somehow we get stunned or slowed, or free action posts just allow us to move around so we don't get netted or anything. Can't, like, it's a oh shit button pretty much. Just an option. Like you could use Swift Pot if you know you're not going to get netted. Healing Pot. And I've finally bound it to my Shift Q. So getting used to popping healing pots with key bindings instead of clicking. Super important, especially on a warrior. And then also the things... I'll kind of go over and obviously babble, but this guy does have engineering and has blacksmithing. So, you guys can see I've got bombs here. I've got target dummies. So if the shit hits the fan, I shift wheel up, I can throw down a target dummy. And if this is my health bar right here, if health gets really low, I can try and escape. Usually good combo is target dummy into swiftness pot. distracts all the targets that are on you. They attack the dummy. You hit swiftest spot, and you can get away. This is why I like to be able to play with my map out, so I can see guys coming up from behind me, and I don't aggro them. Like I'm not. I mean, look at this guy. This guy's level 27, so it is kind of sketchy out here doing this. Especially because this guy casts, you can see that. If I'm sitting here babbling, I'm not paying attention to my health. Oh, as soon as this guy dies, I'm just going to get topped off. 600 health, just like that. Super helpful having first aid. And we're right back up to full, so that's good. And like this area, like a lot, you can have so many of these guys spawn on top of you. So this is a pretty kind of a sketchy area. Like you can, like if you want to, like the red ones are melee, the white ones are casters. So you can shoot your gun if you have a ranged weapon. Oop. Come on. And I do have fiery on my weapon. Obviously, you guys can see that. So, does just proc in 40 fire damage. Or chance to hit. Way you should say it. It's like I was trying to figure out a way how I was gonna kind of chat in this video. Basically, this is a weak aura for my battle shout, so I can kind of see it. It's sitting over here. I really can't track it very well. Like I'm probably not doing a very good job of keeping it up in general. So being able to at least have it somewhere close to where my eyes are while my character is really helpful. And you guys can see I don't have execute on my bars. Why is that? I feel like unless you're doing a dungeon where one execute is going to do enough damage so that like the boss is still alive, that's one thing. Like most of the time, execute on just mobs in general, it uses all of the rest of your energy. I mean, so if we look at the ability, attempts to finish off. 15 rage. So I just feel like if there's a better option, right? Heroic Strike only uses 12 rage. So if I have the rage for execute, I have the rage for heroic strike, and heroic strike is majority of the time going to finish off the mob than using execute. Dinged. Let's put our 5th point in cruelty and continue. Oh, 27. Maybe now that we dinged, I'll head up. So there, obviously you guys can see at the bottom there should be timestamps. There's one. Hopefully this guy doesn't. Nope. He's pointed the other way. Need 3 more after this guy. I don't know what it is, man, but I can't hit the broadside of a barn the last 15, 20 minutes. I was hoping that priest gave me fort, but they don't have to. So I've got overpower bound to my middle mouse. So anytime I see a dodge, it's extremely good for us. We'll head north. Maybe we can find a couple more fire elementals along the way, and then start doing these ones. So the date of today is March 19th. So I believe Blackwing Lair comes out in like 2 days. So that will be the release of Phase 3. Things do change. There's more cooking recipes. Some of the vendors have more items. I don't think any more of the reps are like, I think it's Phase 4 or Phase 5 for Cenarion Expedition, which is one of the reps you can grind for gear. So like if the quartermaster isn't, you can't interact with the vendor. There's like basically, it's not that there's no point. It's just like the valuable items aren't out yet. Like if you have like honored or revered Cenarion Expedition right now, there's some really, really good rewards. So it's just it's really beneficial sometimes to get or start working on them, because you're going to be able to if you don't do dungeons or raids, you still have access to really, really good gear. So you can go in here, factions. You can go Cenarion Circle and honored, revered has free epics basically. 1% chance to hit, stam, weapon damage, just held in offhand, mana, increases healing and damage by spells. You guys get the drill. There's some decent rewards for doing reps. So I think that I have my hunter. Maybe I mean eventually, maybe if this video turns out okay and I can post it and see how it does, then I'll show you guys the hunter. Probably both of my hunters, but I just wanted, I got my second hunter to 40, and it has a 300 alchemy on it. So I was just going to use it for making gold, but it's just not, unless you're farming the materials yourself, like it's just not really worth it, kind of. Like I value like an hour of my time. Like imagine just an hour of my time with mining on my hunter is between like 40 to 60 gold an hour. If I get a blue sapphire, if I get 1 or 2 arcane crystals, like that right there is 40 gold. If I get more than that, it's just all profit, right? Selling the stone, the thorium, the mithril, whatever you're picking up. Versus if I'm doing alchemy and I'm buying the materials, like all the herbs outright, and I'm only making like 30 to 60 silver profit from each thing I sell, and then I still have to sell it. Like the amount of time it takes me, like for an hour of my time making a bunch of potions, it's not as efficient as me just going out and mining. So, or like going out and getting the elemental fires and making greater fire protection potions. Like it's just not having 300 alchemy. Like the benefit of it, it's great. Like I can do my transmute every 24 or every 48 hours. So you get your Arcanite bar transmute from arcane crystals, and you can make like 5 to 10 gold every 2 days for free, basically, because of your transmute. So that is nice. But besides that, like I do make some potions, but I'm not really using alchemy right now for very much gold making. I'm still like leatherworking is just broken. It's been broken for 3 months and it's still broken. Like leatherworking is just so profitable. So we'll head up here and we'll see what we can get ourselves into. So yeah, this guy does not have any gathering professions. Strictly engineering, and then I've got blacksmithing at 225. I put fucking roots on me. So I still have, like, I have a level 16 druid, so you guys can see. That's why I have the thorns buff right here, because unless I turn it off, like that's what this bar is for. So you got my health, you got my rage, but in the middle is mana. So obviously on a warrior we don't have mana, but on my druid I do. So, and then I just don't, I have to find a balance. Every single time I swap onto one of my guys, I don't want to have to redo all my UI over and over and over again. So the compromise I found is I'm just going to leave mana right here. And then it's going to get even bigger. As soon as I hit cat form at 20, I'll have to put rage on here too. So this is going to be something else. Having 4 bars right here for my druid. But that's okay. I don't know, it looks clunky. It looks like shit right here, but, you know, it is what it is. I know we need the slimes. There's humanoids. And this is right next to an Alliance flight path. So if you guys are newer and you don't know, there is a Alliance. And there is, so some of these Fey dragons out here, they can actually be decently leveled. I don't think, maybe I've seen them as high as 27. They might go higher. It's like my guy's level 20. I finally hit level 27. But what I'm saying is you come up here at 25, 26, this might, if you're on a warrior especially, it might be a little sketchy out here to do this. You just got to be careful. Like, obviously, that's the name of the game. In hardcore is being careful. But you can see this one's only level 25. That one's not bad at all. But I've seen them at 27 out here. I just want to want you guys coming out here and make a mistake and lose your guy because I didn't give you a heads up. It's interesting how you can make a blob bleed. I think some of you guys might be like, you know, why are you using rend? Why are you hamstringing? Why are you doing, well, I'm trying to draw out anytime I can get an overpower. It's really, really good. Does a lot of damage. And I'm getting used to it because as soon as I can put some talent points into improved overpower, if my crit on my guy right now, so if we look at this, I can go to spell. Am I in spell? This is talents. We go to my spell book real quick. So I go to my general, go to attack. I've got a 14.3% chance to crit, but that's obviously because of this too. So this is rally's giving me 5%. That's why it's so high. But if I have another 50% chance to crit with overpower because of having 2 points in this, that's crazy. So like a 65% chance that it crits. Like I want to draw out overpowers all day long. So that's the reason why I rend. See, there's a dodge right there. That was an overpower, and it just makes for, at least at this level, for me, I just like I hamstring everything. I rend everything, so I can draw out the dodge just like that. There's another dodge, and you get the drill. Just a lot of damage. Are we done? Are we all done with the slimes? I guess we're done. Whiskers. Okay, so now apparently we're done with the saps. We got 5. So now we can go, obviously being careful, but we got to do the cats that are over here. And then there's humanoids out here too. So we dodged my rend, which is great. Overpower. And edge. So like I said, I I mean, I've had these quests since like 22, 23, but you guys can see like this, like playing warrior, it's even with world buffs, it's super risky, right? Like that's why we have engineering. That's why we have tons of buffs and potions and shit. Hardcore's no joke. So we try to do everything in our power to make sure that try to keep our guy alive. Keep our head on a swivel. Walk into 3 of these and have an issue. I'm not using Berserk all that, or Blood Fury all that much. So for example, I can come in here. Just give you guys an example of that was huge. That was amazing. See that? So that was combo. And just doing a lot of damage because we got all our world buffs. So we can take on multiple things. And it might be a mistake right now using cleave, but I really don't care. Because as soon as I get whirlwind, I will be removing cleave, and we will put whirlwind on our bar. I think whirlwind's might be that's actually intercept. I'm not sure what level we get whirlwind. It might be 30. But I'm not too worried about it right now. I'm cleaves enough if I take 2 guys. If I am attacking 2 guys. You do a lot of damage, so don't mind pulling a couple extra friends. We can handle it. How are my bags already full, huh? What the hell's going on here? So one thing that I just wish we had a little bit more access to is storage. With just how many precautions you have to take playing hardcore, it doesn't really leave much room for anything else. So that's Alliance Town over there. We got to be careful. And there's also patrols in here. Doesn't look like these guys run. Oh, no, they do. So, hamstring again, super helpful. But there are, like I said, there's patrols in here. So, got to be kind of careful and see where they're at. All of a sudden, we might have 2 more guys on us without realizing it. Green? This is that patrol I was talking about. The problem is, it's too... It's not so bad. A 22 and a 24 isn't bad. That wasn't too bad. Just getting used to using cleave. Also, the cool thing about first aid is you guys can correct me, I might be wrong on this, but it does not consider like you sitting down to eat. So when you sit down to eat as a warrior, it really diminishes your the rage that you have built up. But when you use first aid, it doesn't take it down as fast. Like it diminishes, like rage slowly diminishes. We done with this guy? I can't. Ally. I'll need one more. All those guys are tethered together. Bags are full, huh? Yeah. Got a lot of I got a long road ahead with this guy. Just because I'm not. As soon as we get Berserk stance, I have, you guys can see, I have Shift F available. So that's going to be the way that I shift from arms to fury stance, or from battle stance to Berserk stance. And because I like charging, and then building rage that way gets me to the target faster, helps me level faster, and I just got to get used to doing that too. Like I haven't played Warrior in like 4 years. I played it on Season of Mastery. And it's just been a while. So as soon as I think it's level 30, we get Berserker stance. And then we can start goofing around with it. I absolutely refuse. You guys can leave me some comments on this. I absolutely refuse to get defensive stance. I am not tanking at all ever on this warrior. So just how it is. This might be an issue I'll create here, but we'll try it. So we're gonna layer swap. So hit 6, right? Oh, I don't have layer on here. Let's go to join layer. I turned it off. Okay, so layer swap. Try to. So we're going from 4 to 1. You guys can see this will disappear. Oh, see what we did? We pulled something. Layer swapping, but that's okay. It's only one thing. So you really gotta be careful whenever you layer swap. You really do need to put your guy in a safe location where you're not gonna pull anything around you. And yeah. So you guys can see. actually going to end the video here. I will make a second part to this as soon as maybe we'll try to hit level 28. But hopefully you guys enjoyed these. I'll continue documenting maybe this warrior. And maybe on the next one, I'll show you guys my hunter. So peace out, guys. Talk to you soon.